Hi everyone, bonjour tout le monde. So today I'll be talking about the French school system.
If you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, and feel free to ask us any questions you may have down in the comments below. Also, be sure to visit us at StreetFrench.org for more resources to help you learn French.
Okay, let's start. First of all, in French we say le lycée. Le lycée. Before high school, kids had to go to the schools of their neighborhood, with some exceptions of course. But high school is the first time kids and parents can decide on the school they want to go to. Parents want their kids to go to the best school in Paris, or maybe in a high school that is more art-oriented, or a technical school. It's actually a strategic choice that will count later when you apply to universities. Something else you need to know is that collège and lycée are most of the times in the same building. Students go there for 3 years, from the age of 15, 16 to 18. The different levels are seconde, première, terminale. If you watched the previous video, the part 1, you will know that in collège it goes 6e, 5e, 4e, 3e, and then you have lycée, it goes seconde, première, terminale. So it's a continuation. You have many different types of high schools, but here I will explain the general high school system. It is called lycée général. So on the first year, called la seconde, the program is the same for every class, every student. Then on the second year, called la première, students have to decide on a specialization. So you have to choose between literature, science, and economics. So depending on the student's choice, the program for the national exam called le bac will be different. Either they will have un bac littéraire, or un bac scientifique, or un bac économie et sociale. This choice again will count when you apply to universities. So it's really stressful because kids that are only like 16 years old need to think of a strategy and think about what they want to do later. Already 18 is kind of early, but yeah, 16 is even worse. So for example, if a student decided to go to the literature specialization, it will be pretty hard for that student to apply to science schools and math schools because he will be super behind everyone else there and he won't understand anything because he didn't get the basics in high school. So that's why most of students will choose science, because that's the best one, the hardest one, and the most valued, I guess. And with that, you can go anywhere. Personally, I didn't know what I wanted to study, so I chose science, even though I was really bad at it. But it was kind of a safe choice, even though it was the hardest one, but it was worth it. Then the last year is when all the students prepare for the second and most important national exam called le baccalauréat, or everyone says le bac, le bac. It's an exam that lasts 5 days, but you have 1 to 2 subjects a day, and they last from 2 to 4 hours. You have to know that in France, those types of exams consist of writing essays or solving problems. We absolutely don't have multiple choice / checkbox type of exams, you know? But I remember that we could write down formulas in our calculators, calculatrice. But it's not really cheating, or it's not really so helpful, because if you have the formula, it helps you for the first or the second questions, but then you have 10 more that you have to go through. And if you don't know how to use the formulas, then, I mean, it's not gonna work. It's helpful if you're stressed out and you forgot the formula, but it's not like cheating or anything like that. Then when the students are done with their exams, they have a 2-week break, then they have the results. So back in the days when I got my results, you have to go to a school. You will know what school your results will be at. And there are plenty of boards outside of the schools with paper lists with names of students, and you have to find your name, and it's really stressful, and you see the result. What was funny about that is that if you're on the list, it means that you passed the exam, but I didn't know that. So I found my name on the list and I saw next to it, it said AB. It's a mention you get on exams depending on your grades. So you can have assez bien, bien, très bien. Oh yeah, by the way, grades in France are from 0 to 20. So yeah, remember when I checked the list, I saw my name and I saw AB next to it, and I was like, what does AB mean? What does AB mean? And I was asking everyone in a panic, and they were like, Maya, don't worry, if your name is on the list, it's good, you're past the exam. And this is a mention, so it's even better, because it's pretty tricky to get a mention. If unfortunately the student didn't pass the exam, he has to retake some of the exams and then it's done. So fun fact about the bac exam in France is that on the first day everyone starts with philosophy, and later on that day on TV or on the radio, journalists share the subject. So some people like to kind of think about it and kind of play along and try to solve the subject, because the subject of philosophy is usually one question and then you have to write a whole essay on it. It's also a reminder, like a collective reminder of that exam and that important moment in those students' lives. So it's kind of a moment where everyone sends good vibes to the students. It's kind of a fun and pretty nice tradition, I think. This is everything I will talk about in this video. Do you have any more questions maybe? Feel free to comment down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and share this video with your friends who are also learning French. Also, for more French lessons, check out our free French e-course on our website, StreetFrench.org. Okay, thank you. Au revoir. Salut.